three Japanese organizers planned a trip to Japan with 90 classmates, and we went to Tokyo, Miyagi, and Kyoto. We especially focused on Miyagi, where it had a big earthquake last year, and we planned to see around there, and also we engaged volunteer there.
It is hard to appreciate the extent of the devastation until you see it with your own eyes, and you see houses that are half demolished, and you see traces of the foundation that are still there, but there's no longer houses. You see entire area that has been wiped out, and we were told that before that there was an entire village there. I joined a group that interacted with the school kids, and to realize what they went through, because when you look around and you see the destruction, for example, a lot of damaged cars that have been stacked up in large areas, and yet they were pretty resilient. They seem to bounce back pretty strongly.
I engage in volunteer at temporary houses and playing with kids, especially girls there. What we ask them to do is to write some pictures and message for themselves. Some girl wrote like, I want to be more active, and some girl want to write, I want to do hard work because I want to go abroad in future. So we are very surprised at their mentality and their spirit to keep moving on. I think we had no feeling of doing volunteer. We were helped by them. We noticed a lot of perspectives from them. So that was a very great experience.
What we were essentially doing was delivering a crate of food to each doorway. It was as simple as knocking on the door, and I learned minimal Japanese and saying, "Hello, how are you? I'm from this group. This is for you." And some people were very quiet. Other people were very grateful and smiled. I met a woman who told me she was in her 80s and smiled and danced with me and gave me a hug and told me that she would be my Japanese mother. I think that it definitely moved people to see that someone like myself, that there was a whole group of us that came here to help and support, even if it was just for a day, to know that other people who live so far away from you really care about what you're going through and want to see it and want to learn and want to say hi to you. As significant as rebuilding infrastructure is rebuilding the spirit of people who have, clearly experienced just a lot of tragedy.